Hello everybody, how is it going? Green, purple, Doffy mirror. Everyone's been asking me, play Luffy. Purple Luffy, red Luffy. I think there was another deck request, so I played Doffy. But in all seriousness, I can't really play purple Luffy just yet because it's very hard to find people playing it unlimited on the sim right now. I'm sure it'll be much easier when the set 5 is actually out. Red Luffy, I don't have an excuse, I just didn't really feel like playing red, so yeah, here I am. But these games were crazy. At least his first one was pretty crazy. Sadly, I lost the dice roll, which means I have to go first, which is pretty impactful, I want to say, in this matchup. It means my 10 drop is delayed. I do get to 7 drop before them, which is nice. Like, it's definitely winnable either way, but it's definitely easier when you're going second. But he'll sugar, tap my Nami, swing for 7. I will spiderweb to save it. Sucks I don't have a Punk Gibson to immediately deal with the sugar, but what are you gonna do? Pick up a 10 drop. It's gonna be a while till I can play said 10 drop. This turn was definitely awkward for me. Just having the sugar on the board is like, what do I do? Card is super strong. I wish I had a sugar of my own. That would be pretty sweet. See, I'm just figuring out how I want to swing. I think I end up just straight up playing the Tesoro, which was always going to be my play. And then just seeing what he decides to rest. He taps my Nami, which is fine, because I'll just trade my Festa into the sugar. And if he drops a card here, that's cool. Let's it go. So then I'll just go 5 at life. It also sucks going first, because I feel like I'm forced to swing at life and be the aggressor in this matchup, which I obviously don't always want to be. Yeah, I kind of want to build my... I want to fight for board rather than, hitting his life. And if I hit his life, he's already at 2, but he has infinite cards in hand, so it's definitely scary. He'll trade his Festa for my Festa. That's cool with me. Festa rarely gets value. I was happy mine even got to swing into a sugar. He's on 6 Dawn. He'll probably want to establish one of his Tesoros now. Or maybe he just doesn't have it. He probably does though, because he swings for 6. I am going to do my best to defend the board. I mean, I'm pretty much just going to have to start going for life and just try to race him. Although he's not really even racing me. I'm just going to be swinging for the hills with like 1 card in hand. Because eventually I will lose board unless I get to a point where I can stabilize off of playing 10 drop and then building advantage with Tesoro. Yeah, we pick up a Luffy for turn, which is kind of exactly what I needed to keep myself in this game, because if I didn't even have Luffy on curve, then going first is just absolutely terrible. You pretty much never want to do it. But it's also it's like not too bad if they actually hit your life and you get to like play 7 Luffy on curve and then like Thunder Bagua into your 10 drop. That's like perfect. That's kind of, I feel like, the exact reason you play Thunder Bagua, just for when you're going first you can fix your curve, because like your going first curve is okay. It's just like your going second curve lets you search with Nami, still lets you play Tesoro. It's like, yeah, you're like losing a Dawn every turn, but that's usually not a bad thing really, just because you want to be able to slam down that 10 drop. But he is on 8 Dawn now. Looks like he's going 7 at my life, which is great. I want to take some of my life. I'm really not in any danger. I have 7 drop Luffy and an Uta, so we're chilling. Pick up a Festa, which is good. Could find us another 7 drop Luffy. I'm praying I hit a Bagua off life if he keeps going life here. We'll see though. Goes 5 again. I could take the free block, but I think I'd rather just have the card. I get a spiderweb trigger. I'm not going to use that. I'd rather take damage than prevent them from swinging. We'll grab another spiderweb. So this turn is pretty awkward. We could play Festa, but I don't know if I want to drop my only like hard counter other than event counter in hand, So we'll probably just try to clear the Nami, which I mean he might try to defend a lot. I don't know. I kind of want him to defend it. Not like that though, that's cheating. So yeah, we get kind of punished by Paradise. I'm surprised he's even playing Paradise. I feel like Spider's Web is literally just a power creep paradise, especially with this leader and always having 2 Dawn up. But he'll counter out of the 5k swing. We had a Brook off the Nami, which is, yeah, I'm just happy I don't whiff. And I do this funny play where I just pass because I don't want to get 10 dropped on my Tesoro or my Luffy. And I could restand my Nami with a Spiderweb, which I don't even know if I end up doing, honestly. There was a lot of times where I was like, I could Spiderweb to try to play around a 10 drop. Like right here I could have just done it, but I was like, nah, I'm just gonna let it go. Because Tesoro is really the engine I care about. And if like his 10 drop only gets to rest my leader, like that's chill, that's chill. Swings for 5, I'm not gonna block with the Luffy because I feel like he's just trying to get more value out of his 10 drop. Right here I kinda wanted to block with the Uta and rest the Tesoro. Seemed like a decent play. But I end up free blocking, which again the mentality was if he 10 dropped I could just a Spider's Web after he swung with Tesoro. But he didn't even 10 drop. I just realized he tapped a Dawn for Nami effects, so I didn't really have to worry about that. So probably a misplay. I was so focused on the 10 drop. I'm like low-key okay with taking that hit, but I'm also okay with resting both his Tesoros and his Nami and just Doffying them next turn. So he just doesn't get any draws. I'm just trying to clear the Brook. He will tap 4, play down an Uta over the Festa, and pass it back, pick up a Bagua. That's fine. We're pretty much, we're in our loop now, which is pretty strong, of just Tesoro and, 10 drop Doffy. If we pick up another one off the Tesoro, it's super good. I should have swung at Brook here. I think for some reason I swing at Nami. I don't know exactly why. Definitely a misplay. But we pick up double 2k counter off the Tesoro. That's fine. It's more defense. He will 2k counter out of that. And I mean, I'm at 2 life. I'm pretty willing to spling with both my blockers. Considering he really only has 2 swings this turn. Could potentially be 1 if he doesn't defend his Uta. But it looks like he's definitely using Uta effect to rest my Uta. So maybe I could have just swung with that Uta first, but it's kind of whatever. He'll Spider's Web to save the Uta. I'll swing 5 at Brook. So we're definitely up in card advantage now. And if he decides to 10 drop this turn, which he can't even do, never mind. So that's how they use Uta effect. So now we're pretty up because we have our Tesoro going and he can't stop us from using our Tesoro unless he like kills it this turn. Which I mean, we have a ton of counter, so I doubt he will. We're just gonna keep working on trying to clear the board. Goes 2 down on lead. Attacks Uta for 7. I'm kind of cool with like defending this or just letting it go. I feel like isn't like super impactful. Like it's nice, but I do end up using Spiderweb and saving the Uta. And we pick up another 10 drop. My god, we're cracked. Sample freeze this whole board. Swing 6 at one of the Festas. -2. Pick up 2 more event counters. And he'll use what is this card's name? Weaklings can't choose the way they die. That's quite a card name. I literally had no idea that card even worked on counter. It's pretty cool. I'm not running it myself in this list. I don't think it's like that good. Sadly our Tesoro gets answered, but he kind of drew 4 cards, so he at least got that value. And we established two 10 drops. He'll punk Gibson, tap my Uta. So all in all pretty good, but he is getting low on hand size now, and he does have to give up the Nami, and his Tesoro still won't be able to swing. So even if we get 10 dropped here, it's like, we'll deal with it. We still have 1 10 drop to use. Looks like he's swinging for 5, so he probably does have the 10 drop now. So Yeah, I'm kind of expecting a 10 drop now. He can work on trying to clear my Uta, or he can just go life. Either one. Eventually one of us is going to have to start going life instead of going board. I definitely could start, but I don't think I want to let those two Tesoros rock just yet. Him drawing 4 is kind of detrimental, honestly. But we'll take the Punk Gibson, tap his Uta. Maybe we'll top deck another 10 drop. But he'll play his own. Freezes my Luffy, Uta, and my 10 drop. We still have our leader and our 10 drop. And we just grabbed a 7 drop Luffy, so our board will continue to get stronger. We'll try to clear one of the Tesoros. He lets it go. I could go huge on my leader and just try to clear the other one. So I kind of just don't want him gaining any advantage. I think I'm just debating how I want to do it. So yeah, we go 8 down on lead. I'm just going to clear that Tesoro. He lets it go. We're just going to pass. Obviously, I could have like swung 8, then played Luffy. But he did, they always have 2 down up because it's Doffy. So he would have pretty easily gotten out of that, and I really just didn't want him having an engine on the board. Because pretty much I'm in a better spot than him right now. With my 2 10 drops. And a blocker, a 7 drop Luffy established, and he only has 10 drop and Uta. We'll probably let this Uta go. Yeah. I'll probably get 10 dropped again here. And, I mean, it's fine. We have the... Oh my god. I forgot we just keep top decking 10 drops. We're demons. See, I'm just evading how I want to do it. I would like him to use the Uta blocker. I doubt he will. Yeah, he'll just counter. But we will still drop our 10 drop, because why the hell not? We have nothing better to do. He's still not going for life. It's almost like a bait to keep going for my Luffy. Because again, it's pretty easy. I'll be able to restand one of my 10 drops to play around his third 10 drop. Because you know, we both have that shit. Let's see. Let me see it. Yes, sir. So now I'm left with my 2 10 drops to swing. God, this match was such a fiesta. When I was playing it, I'm like... Honestly, when I was forced to go second and he played that sugar early on, I'm like, man, I'm just going to get destroyed this game. But here we are. We each have 3 10 drops. And I finally decide, nah, I'm not fighting for board anymore. I'm just going to go life. And he lets the Uta go pretty easily. I could play a 7 drop here, but I want to see more cycle. I want to just find more cards. And Queen is great at doing that. We find a sugar and a chopper. We could honestly just chuck the 7 drop. And that's what we do. So now we have a handful of counters. And we're looking pretty good. He could try again to contest board. If he has the 4th one, that'd be hilarious. If I'm remembering, I don't think he does, but just imagine. His 10 drop Doffy, resting all 3 of my 10 drop Doffys. My god. No, he goes 1 down on lead, so we're safe. There's no reason for me not to counter that 6k hit, honestly, because he's gonna have 3 10s coming in. Unless he's just going for the Luffy. We'll Thunder Bagua out of that one. We'll go again. We can Thunder Bagua again. And if he does go 10, we could save this with double 2k. Or we could just block, either one. Yeah, we will take the block. Because unless he establishes 2 blockers, we're definitely just going to go for game this turn. And he does establish 2 blockers. But that Uta cannot tap anything on my board, so we might still just be going for game. Grab another Bagua for turn. We'll just go 7 at life. Expecting to eat one of the event counters, but he actually drops a chopper and a sugar. So we know he only has 1 event in hand. I didn't even need to put the Dawn on Doffy there. I'm not sure exactly why I did. It's now I do. Because I was in my head, I'm like, event plus 2k, that's 11. So I just keep going 11. But, yeah, I didn't need to on the first swing. But it's pretty much game from here, because I'll go 11 one more time with my 10 drop. And then I'll go 12 with my leader, and should just be over. We made it through the 10-drop Doffy onslaught, both sides. And yeah, we'll just go rest of Red Dawn on our lead. Say, get me out of this game, please. And there we go. We made it. Had a Paradise, actually. Didn't even have a 2-cost 4K event counter. Of course, I gotta go for the rematch, though, because that shit was pretty fun. So, yeah, we still don't get to go second, sadly. What are you gonna do? I'm mainly just looking for, like, a Nami, or at least a Luffy when I'm going first, just so I know I'll be able to play. We do pick up a Nami at the perfect time, but he did play Sugar, so it's gonna be kind of awkward. We'll just swing for 5 at lead. Alternatively, I could have played the Nami, expected him to tap it, and then I could have played, or I could have swung into a Sugar. But because I had the Punk Gibson, I was like, nah, I'll just let him do this, and I'll keep the Sugar tap for my turn, and I'll just deal with it then. Plays a Fessa, grabs an Uta, goes 3 down on lead, swings 8 at my Nami, so again, we get max value out of the Punk Gibson, tap one of the cards we want to clear, and perfectly counter out of the 8k swing. Could not ask for more. We'll swing 5 into the Sugar, grab a Festa off Nami's effect. He'll let her go, obviously. We'll just swing 5 at life. I'm kind of chill with being the aggressor, honestly. I feel like after last match I got a decent understanding on how the mirror is played. And we do actually have the Bagua, but if he's never going to swing on my life, we won't be able to ramp for that perfect 7 into 10 curve. What are you going to do, though? He'll do the removal card. I'm just going to call it Weaklings, because that's a long name. Then swing 6 on my Uta. I'm fine with defending it, because this turn our board is gonna kind of snowball here. But I am going to swing with the Uta blocker, because whatever. Why not? Let's get aggressive. Let's force cards out of his hand. He'll counter with an Uta, then we'll just play Luffy into Uta. Now just imagine I was at 2 life this turn, and I Bogwood into the 10-drop. Come on, man. Not that honestly the 10-drop would have gotten a ton of value this turn. Probably would have hit his leader, and like that's it. Swings 8k at my Uta. We could save this. Kind of telegraphing he has like a Tesoro he wants to play, but we will let the Uta go. It's fine. He actually plays a... Who is this? Diamante. Okay. Couldn't tell from the little art. Yeah, I'm going to opt not to 10-drop, obviously, because it's not going to get any value this turn. I'm just going to get aggressive. Just ask for a bunch of cards from his life. Or his hand, sorry. Yeah, we'll swing 6 at life. He'll use a 2k. Go 6 again at life. Blocks with Diamante. Probably counters for 1. Oh no, actually, spider webs. Kind of weird. I mean, pop off though. Go 3 Dawn on Luffy. Again, we don't really have to defend our life, honestly. And I mean, if he wants to swing up into the Luffy, that's fine too. So yeah, he'll take that life. We put him down to 1. We'll play Nami. Pick up, probably grab another Luffy here. Bottom deck the rest, pass it back. We're chilling. Already got him down to 1 life. He really hasn't been able to combat the board. Didn't have a Luffy of his own. Does have a 10-drop though. 10-drop is always good, but we do have a Nami to swing with next turn, so there is that. We'll let our Uta go, because I mean, yeah, it's fine. Still have the Luffy blocker, and nothing can swing into it this turn. I'll pass it back. Pick up another Festa for turn. We'll just go 6 at life with Nami, pick up probably a Chopper. He'll block with Diamante, probably counter for 1. Yep. And we'll play our 7-drop. Not going to play the Festa. Want to keep my 2Ks in hand to hopefully defend the Luffy if we need to. If he has another 10 drop here, I'm sad. Goes 5 into Nami. Okay, he might have another 10 drop. We'll let the Nami go. Goes 10 at Luffy, I presume. Yep. We'll probably just Bagua. Oh, and actually no 10 drop. That's very good for me. I was in a very bad spot if that was another 10 drop. He'll grab a chopper off the Nami, then develop a Tesoro. He is very low on cards in hand though, so we're definitely just going to keep pressuring life. We have 2 Luffys, I'm probably swinging with both of them. We'll go 7 at life. He'll block with Diamante, and then restand him with the Spiderweb. We'll go 7 again at his lead with our other Luffy. Block again with Diamante, drop a 2k. And I'm probably just slamming the 10 drop here. Don't think it gets much better than this. Obviously, being able to deal with the Tesoro would have been nice, but probably just something we're going to have to accept. He will get a draw too, sadly. But yeah, we'll rest everything that we can, then swing for 5 at life. He'll finally take that hit, and we'll pass it back. So this turn he really needs to get at least 1 blocker down, or like clear both my Luffys, or he is in a very not so great spot. I know Diamante can like restand himself if he has a Dawn on him, so that will probably be active come my turn, but I still have 3 big bodies and my leader, so with only 3 cards in hand, it's still going to be kind of hard for him. He will probably have more, or closer to like 4 or 5, depending if he plays a card or not this turn, but he'll definitely draw off the Tesoro. Picks up a Luffy off of Nami, but that is no counter, so doesn't really matter in the scheme of things, unless he plays him down. We'll grab another 10 drop off life. Goes 5 at life with his Brook. I think I'm fine with just taking that. Give me more cards to defend my Luffys. He plays his own Luffy down into an Uta. Okay, so he'll have 3 blockers this turn. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So yeah, this is it's probably his best bet to try to survive. He'll go 1 Dawn and Tesoro. Attack, I assume, one of my Luffys, hoping that he can just clear it. Obviously, I'm gonna save it. Kind of want to hold the Uta in case I can't go for lethal, then I have to play the Uta. But yeah, he'll put it down on Diamante. Diamante will restand himself in the end, and we'll just see what we can do. Go 10 at life. He'll block with Luffy. Do you have a Spiderweb? It's pretty good. He does. We'll go 7 at life with one of the Luffys, I would imagine. Or we'll actually go for the Tesoro. That's also fair, because no guarantee we actually kill him this turn. But I think it's better to just go for life, because he is on no life. He like has to defend. Tesoro he could just let go. But he'll block with the Uta, let her go. We'll go 7 again with our Luffy. Blocks with his own Luffy. Counters for 1. This is looking like a 10 drop angle. Yeah, I mean, we could swing 5 with our lead and then 10 drop. Doesn't really matter. The leader swing isn't going to go through unless he just forgets he has a Diamante. But yeah, we'll 10 drop again, freeze everything, and we'll pass it back. Could swing with leader for fun, but it'll just get free blocked. But this should hopefully put us in the spot to go for game. Unless he has another 10 drop, but even then he'd only have 1 blocker and 2 cards in hand, so we'd still be able to go for game if he has another 10 drop. And he actually ends up conceding there. Well, thank you guys for watching.